Yeah, door handles at work, glasses in the car, and we drove it down the road. It's like no gas. It feels good. I mean, it's still a rattly old car, you know?
Yeah.
And then the shifter and my cardboard console that never got built. But it goes in all the gears and I mean, it does what it's supposed to do.
What?
Yeah, but it's still... So I was going to try to do door panels also in this video. It's not, I think the video is going to end up being too long for that. I did get a new starter for it because just never has sounded right. I've worked with it and done stuff to it. I bought a brace for the back of the factory starter. Truthfully, that could probably fix it because it just like, it twists just slightly and then it's grinding sounding. I got a mini starter for it. I'm going to see if it fits good, if it measures in that it's the clearances are good and everything. We're going to try it. Pretty simple installation, just a couple of bolts, that's all it is. So now there you go, old starter off. Cheapest starter that O'Reilly's had. I think it was like 90 bucks. And you know, it spun the motor over every time I asked it to. It definitely did. And I think I could have fixed this with this brace that goes on the back of the starter and bolts to the block. So, you know, don't think that you have to have something like this, but like, look at the size. And like, I can pick it up super easy. That's maybe 5.5 pounds. This joker here, 22 pounds, maybe not that much, but it's a lot heavier anyway. So we're going to get this bolted in and see what it sounds like. Hey, here we go. Ooh, see that? The glass in there? Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds like that might hang up a little bit, but it does sound good when it cranks. All right, guys, figured out the problem on a stock GM or a GM style starter. We just jump across terminals on it, or I think it was this one up here that I jumped, but from here to here, and then I run this wire back to a Ford style solenoid and just go from the battery to the Ford solenoid up to here. When we apply power to this lug, it energizes and it runs. Now, you can see the red letters. So I read the black instructions and I was like, oh, okay, that's all cool. We're good. I just jumped across there. And then it was like, oh, I see the red letters there. It was like, red letters, that's Jesus, isn't it? Oh, wait, no, not on this deal. So it says it won't work if you put a jumper wire on it. So apparently with a permanent magnet style motor, if you jump across that, this thing will generate enough voltage when it first starts that it stays engaged. Going to be the part of your ignition switch that goes and it powers the solenoid to cause it to pull in and make contact inside and send the power forward. So what I'm going to do is take that ignition switch wire where it goes to the terminal on the solenoid. I'm going to run a wire from there to the switch side of this new starter, and it should fix our problem. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in the background. All right, guys, bring you in. I just took my jumper wire off, connected a piece of 14 gauge. Coming back, threw it on the outside of the car, just a quick check. Hooked it up in here on my Ford solenoid, just to the same wire that the switch powers up here. Just basically jumped in there, and now let's see what we get. All right, I believe that was the problem. Very good. So my next deal is now I have to snake a wire, get it running up here with the battery cable, but this carpet's actually not glued down or anything. It pulls up, so we can just fold that back, fix this, clean the carpet up, build a door panel. Yeah, there's more. There's always more, but just wanted to get a video out of progress on this old car. I mean, you guys are learning right along with me. I made a whole video of putting a keyless entry on the car. It would work to lock and unlock, but the way the functions are, I could never get the passenger door to like acknowledge that things were being done. I don't know. Maybe it was something I was doing wrong, but anyway, we're all full mechanical on the door handles. That dude's in there, and man, how sweet it is. I have sound deadener material that I picked up over here, foam stuff to do the inside of the door panel with. I don't know that I'll put any on the actual inside of the metal of the door. It probably would help a great deal, but oh man, once you put that stuff on, yeah, it's there. So enough rambling. I'll let you guys get out in the shop and build on something for yourselves. Have a great one. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment.